This home reveals itself not through spectacle, but through quiet presence. From the very first step, the atmosphere feels calm, composed, and deeply intentional, as though every line and material has been chosen to soften the rhythm of daily life. The architecture does not demand attention, it earns it gently. This is a sanctuary shaped by light, grounded by wood, and designed to hold emotion as carefully as it holds space. The entry sequence unfolds slowly, allowing transition from the outer world into a more reflective interior realm. Subtle shadows, textured walls, and a restrained palette create a threshold that feels ceremonial. It is not merely a doorway, but a pause, a moment to exhale. Natural light moves through the house like a silent companion, shifting character throughout the day. Morning light arrives softly, filtered through sheer layers, while afternoon brightness washes surfaces with warmth. At dusk, the home glows inwardly, proving that light here is not decoration, but architecture itself. Wood surfaces bring warmth, depth, and emotional grounding to the minimalist framework. From ceiling panels to built-in cabinetry, the grain tells a story of nature invited indoors. This material choice prevents the space from feeling sterile, allowing simplicity to remain human. living space feels expansive yet intimate, carefully proportioned to support both solitude and gathering. Furniture floats lightly within the room, never interrupting the visual flow. The absence of clutter allows presence, of people, of light, of moments. There is a deliberate calm in the way rooms connect without harsh boundaries. Circulation feels intuitive, almost instinctive. The home does not rush movement, it encourages slow wandering, gentle pauses, and mindful transitions. Minimal in form yet rich in atmosphere, the kitchen becomes the emotional heart of the house. Softwood textures, concealed storage, and tactile surfaces invite touch. This is a place where everyday rituals, brewing coffee, preparing meals, become quietly meaningful. Large openings do not merely bring the outside in, they carefully frame views like living artworks. Greenery becomes part of the interior composition, shifting with wind and season. The house does not dominate its environment, it listens to it. concrete, wood, linen, and stone coexist in quiet harmony. None compete for attention. Their authenticity creates a sense of calm luxury where value is felt in atmosphere rather than expressed in excess. Even transitional spaces receive architectural care. A hallway becomes a gallery of shadows and reflections, where light dances across textured walls. Movement through the home feels poetic rather than functional alone. The private rooms retreat into deeper softness. Muted tones, filtered daylight, and acoustic calm create environments that support true rest. Here, minimalism becomes therapeutic, offering mental clarity as much as visual serenity. Stone basins, gentle lighting, and natural ventilation transform the bathroom into a place of daily renewal. Rather than feeling clinical, the space feels grounded and sensual, encouraging slow rituals instead of rushed routines. defines this house most strongly is not its form, but its emotional intelligence. The design anticipates human needs for privacy, openness, warmth, and stillness. It supports not just living, but well-being. As sunlight shifts, as seasons evolve, the house reveals new moods. Morning feels hopeful, midday feels alive, evening feels deeply introspective. The architecture becomes a canvas for time itself. This is not minimalism as aesthetic trend, but as philosophy. Every element earns its place. The result is not emptiness, but clarity, space to breathe, think, feel, and simply exist without excess. In this home, light becomes emotion, wood becomes comfort, and space becomes sanctuary. It reminds us that architecture at its best does not impress loudly, but supports life quietly and beautifully. For viewers of Modo Haus, this house stands as a timeless example of how thoughtful minimalist design can elevate everyday living into something deeply poetic and profoundly human.